my subconscious is trying to talk to me.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour?
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I mean, I really haven't been thinking about any drinks. I've been secretly thinking about it all this time.
There he is, the old boy, the devil. You rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking that stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild.
It would be wild. Okay, we can lick it. Don't lick it. Lick it, but only a little.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only a little, then out of the window again.
What are you doing?
He asks without turning his eyes from the street outside. I'm investigating.
We should move.
You're probably right, Kim.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination.
Drinks and cigarettes. All right. Guess I'm doing all that. So, young lady, let's talk.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
Looks at the lieutenant.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie? Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Oh, thanks.
But dear, you're not for me.
Oh.
I'm too old and too married besides.
Too old and too married. Fair enough.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Error? I don't know if you know this, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, Lena.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Fair enough. I hope you're right. I hope it's not bad. I drank so hard. I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Grilling in Rags Cafe. The cafeteria? I think so, yeah.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In hell. We're all in hell.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Rachel. Oh, what kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to
Revachol.
tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Really?
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
I believe someone said something about spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid.
Yeah.
Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Oh, hell yeah. Let me give that pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
She gave me a freaking pen.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just
exactly
ask
what's
one
going
more
on.
question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship. Cops. We are living under the cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could
Oh.
say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
I'd like to think we're in a dictatorship. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization's cowers before us. I don't think that's it. Village machines, radios controlled. I would say democracy. Maybe?
Nope.
Dang it.
Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well.
Oh, crap.
There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
I'm clearly losing my mind and I'm pissing off Lena. I don't like this.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Come on. Yourself that short. I'm sure you knew exactly what's going on.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with... wait. What does that have to do with there being any cops? Not being
It has
cops?
something to do with everything.
Oh.
I really
enough.
don't know how to explain it better.
Okay.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Turns to Lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Fine.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Fair enough. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Did I become a paraplegic?
I hope not.
Oh.
Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Towering over her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
Grimly, someone has to do it.
But not you.
Oh,
You're volunteering. So thank you, sweetie.
you're welcome.
So you volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown and hell of bullets? So very you.
I was thinking too. What is paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Ooh. Tightrope walker? I think
Nothing
you're a
so
tightrope walker.
extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
Oh,
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
that's not good.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
We could get rid of him and you could be my partner.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Oh, shoot, Kim, of course, I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
I haven't had any drinks for a while. Okay, I'm a little uneasy. Maybe later on I'll get some.
And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Probably would. I think she would.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Ooh, I have a 92% chance for this. Okay. Tug on her heartstrings. I feel kind of bad about this, but heartstrings must be tugged on.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. The money you could could help. Please.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just I tide you over.
She unfastens a cool pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it in your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
I have a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races.
What is to pawn?
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
It's kind of true, actually. I remember pawning something one time and I never actually got it back because I never went to go back to get it because I didn't have the money for it. Where can I pawn the pin?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Appreciate that. I really do. I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
And about your pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I just want to say thank you again.
Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more.
You haven't pawned it yet. We'll give it back to her later, guys. I promise.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, Kim. It's time to go. Unless we got more to talk about.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There were heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
Not really, Kim.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with my personal affairs, Kim? I thought I could come to you about anything.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
Oh, really? So what? Should I be concentrated on, huh? You tell me then, Kim.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
All right, fair enough. I'm afraid this is a medical situation, though. Just saying.
Really? You look fine to me.
Well, I'm talking serious. Unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Kim, aren't you listening?
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you now, Kim. Tell me something about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work together if we know, or we'll work better together if we know more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
I didn't know they let Violet becomes cops.
I can assure you, Detective, that I've passed all the required physical exams within the last year. Can you say the same?
You may
Shut up,
not
Kim.
remember taking any little tests, but you're strong as a goddamn ox. Anyone can see that.
Obviously. Flex your biceps.
Just because your precinct has a reputation for cracking skulls doesn't mean that's the only way to solve a case. Was there anything else?
Don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical
obviously.
entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
Well, fine then.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Thank you, empathy. I figured that out myself, okay? Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Really? Interesting.
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, Detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
Gotta mess up, authority. What can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak.
True, it's a good point.
Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation.
Good. I'm glad to hear that,
The
actually.
lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So how do you, outside of your head?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
Fair enough answer.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Maybe we should get a notebook.
You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
I'm special.
Good. Let's change the subject.
All right, well, we should probably go check out the body. I'm just saying. Oh, maybe I am going crazy. There's a possibility of that. Music is good, though. Nice and relaxing. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, so far, everyone we've met seems pretty nice, other than the manager. Manager seems kind of like a jerk.
That's all.
Oh, fair enough. I do have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this F the police business? Hmm?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
It's a good point. Probably should.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. What are you doing here?
I am working. I
On what?
have a greenhouse in the yard there.
She
I've
gestures
been
over her
trying to
shoulder.
get some work done.
Oh,
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
go on. It's okay.
As you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Fair enough. I get that.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Corpse, where is it exactly?
It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence.
Okay, thank you very much. Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm just starting to... I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Roundabout North. Okay.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
God dang it. Cam, come on. Let me just do my thing. What is up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Okay. And what is to the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Okay. Or two. What is to the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What is on the other side of the canal, though?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Ugh. Okay.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
What kind of a fish market is this?
I don't know. The abandoned kind?
Oh.
It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Okay. And what is to the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Maybe if we get a boat, we can check them out.
In the west is the miracle.
And the west is the... Thank you. And-
No problem.
all right. Maybe we'll ask her about that line of questioning later. We gotta go.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
We're gonna
Her
have to-
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Oh, shoot. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. One more thing, actually. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Yeah. Thank you.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Man, look at the city. Yeah, we got a lot to visit.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
And how does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
It does indeed.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Only asking myself what's in these different directions.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you? Ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And above it?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Jeez. Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Your hair is oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks and rise somewhere in the distance. So I'm basically asking my subconscious what is all in the directions. Maybe it knows different than what the lady knew. What's in the east?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered.
So maybe that's a code that we can grab then.
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop the shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And before that?
You, on the Martinez Plaza, a small dot looking up at the sky. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
Oh, and beyond that.
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What's across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
And beyond the Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
We're getting really deep into thought about this. We really are. But in the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And the closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
We really need to go check on that dead body at some point.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
It's home? Where the hood, where the hood, where the... where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Oh, God. That know it's good. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder. Look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
Jeez.
Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain.
Well, you should. Spring rain makes you think.
On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
Where's your homo, homie?
What?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother-bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Sexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Man, I'm in some deep thought right now about this. Mother trucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Kim, I'll go do that. And we'll do that in the next one. I'll see you guys then.